Hello and welcome to Cantata. This is a colourful pixel graphic grand tactics game. It has the massive scope of grand strategy with the turn-based skirmishes of tactics games. It's been out in early access for a bit over a year, but Cantata version 1.0 is out now on PC. It is developed by After School Studio and published by Modern Wolf. And as of now, Cantata features 9 single-player campaign chapters, a multiplayer mode, a skirmish mode, map editor, achievements, and more. Just to set the scene real quick, we have crash landed in the universe of Cantata, and we have to decide its future now. Are we just going to expand our territory, or are we going to bring peace to the planet? Alright then, chapter 3, what do we have to do? Here are our objectives. 10 crowns must survive. 10 crowns is this unit here. Okay, fair enough. Build the drill, so we can start gathering resources. And then we just have to explore our surroundings. We have to capture a Hand of God. Hand of God, we have one already. It's this tree here. But there's more on the map, and we just have to find them. So I think I'm going to leave these units here to just protect the hand. But we will see. Maybe we need it, maybe we don't. Here, we already see diamonds. This is a resource, and we can put a drill on it to gather that resource already. Alright, so we're going to start with a drill, right? If we click now on the territory, on this region, we see a lot of things, actually. So here's a quick build menu. We have resources for that. This is what we can build. But also here, green. Green is our color, your color when you play. So green is us, red is the enemy, and then white would be neutral. This is the pressure. So that has to do with capturing a region, actually. We have this under control. You see that by looking at the border here. The border is green, so this territory and this territory belongs to me right now. So we're good here. Then we see that we're producing 1 motherboard per turn, which is just going to happen. And I want to build a drill. We're going to put this on top of the resource node. The drill has come online. Thank you. Indeed. Very good. So now if we click on the territory again, we see it's +5. The 5 is slightly hidden by the UI, but the UI looks pretty good. So +5 income. Okay. So that was the drill. It's been crossed out. We did this. Must survive. Build the drill. I'm going to right-click this now to remove it here. Explore the surroundings. And the new thing is build a supply-producing building. Also, what is important to notice is that every region has a maximum limit of how many structures you can build. So here we've got 2. One box is ticked, so we can build 1 more. And you can also see that the number here has changed. Earlier it said 2. Now it's only a 1. Over here, we can build 2 more. We've got 1 drill now. Here, we can... This is actually... Wait, what is the... Here's the ore, so we can also build a drill here, honestly. Building buildings costs resources. And also AP. So you saw we used 2 AP to build a drill. It also cost 5 motherboards. We had those, so that's not an issue at all. AP is refreshed after every turn. So there's no need in saving it. If you have it, absolutely use it. Well, let's build another drill here then to get more resources. Buildings also provide a bit of vision, so that's always good. And then I'm gonna get my units closer here because we need to start exploring. This is a basic unit. We are playing the machines, by the way. There are 3 factions in Cantata. There are the humans, the machines, and the aliens. They've got different units. They work slightly differently as well. And this is the cherubim, which is the basic unit, I'd say, of the machine faction. When you just have a unit, you find yourself with a unit, or you want to produce a new one, take a look at the interface here. Green is the health, so this one has 3 health. It has attack. Will deal 2 damage. The range is 1, so this is a melee unit. But also the attack has a cooldown. You can surge attack, though, which is a really cool thing to do and can be very useful. And then here you've got skills. A bandage, for example. If I had scrap, I could heal this unit. And I've moved this unit already. I didn't mention the blue border earlier, but there's a movement range that is blue if you haven't moved the unit yet. Once you have, though, it turns yellow if the unit has the ability to move surge. So spend AP, 1 AP in this case, to move again. We have 1 AP left. If the unit doesn't have that, then it just turns white and you know, okay, this unit is done. You can't move it anymore. And just as there is the surge move, there's also the surge attack. For once you've attacked, you can spend AP to attack again. Not every unit has this, but just take notice of it. That is my turn. Okay, so now the AI is doing its thing. We don't really know where though, because nothing happened, so that's okay. We can just continue with whatever we're doing, exploring, for example. So now you see the border is blue here, so this is the range of movement. I want to go down here and explore more, because there, if we take this territory, we can start building on it, and then we can get another drill here. Also, turns out the cherubim does have surge move. It didn't show earlier because I didn't have enough AP. So I'm going to use this now. Oh, no, I'm not, because then I wouldn't be able to build anything. Talking about building, we can build another building in here, right? So there would be the Endeavor. What does this do? We see, again, how much HP the building has, and then buildable units. So some units, some buildings can produce units. Some buildings can produce units and also produce resources. How about this? But in order to build this, we need 2 different resources. So how about we start with the buildings that produce those? That would be the Alchemist. So I'm just going to build this here. Once you place a new building, some of the units, apparently not all of them that you can build, are on cooldown. So usually you can't immediately start producing units and you've got to wait 1 turn. Alright, so now we produce this. If we now click on the territory, we see that this has changed. So we produce Ethereum. That's it. 1 Ethereum per turn. Okay. And 1 plasma per turn. And the +9 motherboards is because we have 2 drills now and we get 1 from the headquarter. Well, I'm going to continue scouting down here. I'll take my units with me. And we're working on capturing this region. Get close as well, don't step. Although, you know, there seem to be no enemies around, so I made the mistake now. So how this works, let's start differently. How this works is you have 1 movement action, you have 1 attack action, but you can't say, you know, I'm going to move 1 tile and then I'll move another tile and another. It's not like you have, I don't know, let's say 4 tiles of movement every turn. So you need to think about where you want to go in advance. What I did now was not very smart, because I just went here because I thought, all right, I don't want to end up in the next territory, because what if they're enemies? But now I'm thinking, if I end up in the next territory, I could recapture it. So luckily this unit has surge move and it only costs 1 AP, so I'm just going to use that now. But basically taking 1 step, looking around, seeing, you know, I have vision now. Are there any enemies around? Taking another step, that does not work. If they have surge move and you're willing to spend AP, you can at least have 1 stop, look around, and then move again. But just be mindful of that. And you know what? We're going to step over here now with our big toe, maybe the little toe, just to go here. Okay, the color of the border immediately changed to green. So I already mentioned the different factions, and the humans, for example, in order to exert pressure over a region, they have to place down banners, and that costs AP. Here, as the machines, well, basically we just move into the territory, exert pressure through the units that we have, and then we can start building, and then the buildings also exert pressure. But this is okay, so we have now acquired our first additional region, and we can now build a drill here, which I'm going to do, because more resources are better. Still no enemies around, which is suspicious. I'm sure we're gonna find them eventually. Oh, I could only build 1 building in here. So we need to capture another region, actually, so that I can build a building that I want to build. Also, if they're enemies, maybe we'll draw them out. If they're not, we know. So get closer with this one, and then you, I guess, restart going up here. Let's scout a bit. Split the party, because, you know, what could possibly go wrong, right? But I'm sure we can handle it. Oh, oh. Mistakes were made. Possibly. So this is environment. This is not actually an enemy from a different faction that I mentioned earlier, but this is the environment, so the planet. And a Finback with 6 more health left, dealing 2 damage, melee, range, and we have a counter attack, so that's something. At least I've got way more health. I deal 3 damage though, so I think we're just gonna take a couple hits here, which is slightly unfortunate, but I did want this, right? I went here on purpose. I guess you're gonna follow up in case there's another one. But we surge move over here. We can't get close enough to attack it, but at least we're there for the next turn to, you know, morally support. That's not a thing, by the way. So if you've got a unit selected, your unit selected, that is in attack range of the enemy, you will see that by the red tiles on the ground. Could move away, of course, but then the enemy is going to counter-attack again. It's kind of like an attack of opportunity when you disengage from combat. So attack me again. I would assume Planet of Shoal. Yeah, that's the environment. It did attack me. Okay. But now it actually moved away. I think it wants to focus on my other unit, but no. I'm going to go here. It's also, when you move your unit, because this is interesting now, you see where you're going to put it, of course, right? So you have this overview of, oh, okay, I would put it here. And then you have the tiles with a red border, and this is your attack range. So since this is a melee unit and has an attack range of 1, the tiles are only closest to you, adjacent, and units cannot attack diagonally. So I'm going to move it next to the Finback. Attack. It is dead. So let's advance here. Also, up at the top, earlier we had our objectives there. Now it transitioned into a combat log. So basically, whenever there's something happening, you get a new objective, or one of your unit gets attacked, one of your unit dies, you will get a notification here. You can left click it to jump there with camera, or you can right click it to dismiss it. So I was there for the fight. I'm just going to dismiss this now. And so the next step is that we're moving further northeast here to get another territory, because I want this building to produce a unit. Also, it's a kind of part of my quest that I do this. And we found another Finback. Okay, hello. Well, I'll follow up. And there's the other cherubim. So get closer here. Let's prepare for an attack. It's probably gonna come to me. Oh no, it won't, because when you click on an enemy, you see their range of movement. So it shouldn't be able to reach me. I would assume it's still gonna get closer to me though. Well, let's end the turn and see what it is actually going to do now. It's coming closer as expected. It can't quite reach me though, which is okay. Because now it's my turn. It will counterattack though, because I don't have any ranged unit. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. It's only a counterattack of 1. You can't reach... Oh, it's a forest. Okay, so if I go here and then I surge move, I should be able to make it next to it. Yes. And then we'll attack here. I could surge move, but then I don't have enough AP to attack them, but... to heal. I don't attack my own units. No. To heal them. Well, goodbye, one of my cherubims. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. You served valiantly. But now you did. Okay. Well, so here we get a notification that the cherubim was destroyed. Sad times. And a resource node was depleted. This is actually convenient now. So resources are limited. You see that by the number here. This drill has served its purpose, so we're going to destroy it now. It costs 2 AP, but that means I have a building slot available again. Aha. So we're going to get this building that I want to make. However, the corpse of my unit blocks me now from going there, but I can walk around the fin bag. Or actually just walk over it, why not? And then attack from behind. It is dead. In this territory, I wanted to build the Faith. And I have enough resources for it because we've just been, you know, waiting and waiting. I'm going to build this close here so that I can build the unit close to the front lines. We fight. More friends. Yes, this is good. Here we have the new building now. I have all the resources that are required except for AP, but that means immediately next turn, once the cooldown is gone, I can get this new unit. And I'm excited for it. Okay, it is the next turn. We now have enough resources and AP, because that was what I was missing, to build a new unit, the wall. We can build it around the building that produces it. You see that by the green border here. So I'm going to place it over there. And here it is. Once you've built it, it basically needs a turn to start up. So right now you can't do anything with it. All right. Well, let's move the others too. Oh, what we could do though is, because I've got 2 units now, there are no enemies around. So of course I could move them individually, but what you can do is you can press and hold Control and then drag a square to mark all the units. And now we can move them together. It's not as accurate as moving them individually, so I would not recommend it when there are enemies around, because it's just going to put them next to each other, right? And we're going to go, I don't know, here. So it's nice for moving many units at the same time if you just want to go in a direction, if you just want to scout. The wall. Okay. We'll move it here. Beautiful. So it could attack. This is a movement, of course. And then here we've got ammunition, because some units have ammunition, and this is especially important for the human faction as well. Have we been making ammunition though? We have not, so that might be an issue. So we can use this twice to attack, and then we can't. So where can we make ammunition? That is the question now, huh? The Thinker produces ammunition. Well, that's a bit unfortunate because I can actually not build another building. Keep in mind, if you've got a new unit, look at everything it can do, at what it needs, so that you're ready for it. We're going to invade this territory now. It's just white border, right? So as soon as I step into it, it is ours. So a bit of story happened, so there are more trees on this map. There's one over here. There is one all the way up there. And we have new goals now. Capture them. We are here still though, and I want ammunition. So we're going to build the Thinker, which produces ammunition. Boom. Such destruction. And turns out there was a village here, and I see units that belong to us now. And we can use that immediately to go here to capture that tree, because the tree is an enemy territory. So I would expect that there's actually the other faction here defending the tree. All right. So the plan is to go to that territory to capture the tree. We're making ammunition now, so that's going to be okay. If we go here, actually, we see 1 ammunition per turn. So as long as the unit who needs ammunition is in a region that belongs to us, it has access to that ammunition. For the humans, there is a way to place down storage sheds so that even if the territory does not belong to you, the ammunition is still close to it. So there's a range then, and if you stand inside the range of that shed, you have ammunition. All right then, thank you very much for watching this video. I will now leave you to explore Cantata for yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the basics of what to do and how to do things in Cantata. So we covered exploring, capturing territories, creating new units, moving them about, fighting with them, and placing structures, of course, because you need that in order to get the units. With that, have fun in Cantata. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.